Esports Sprint Challenge Canada. Bit of a mouthful. Just a quick intro here. We're going to jump into the drivers' meeting in about 1 minute's time, and then I'd kick the stream off now because right after that we'll be into quali. As a reminder, you can be catching this live on the Porsche Twitch channel. Their broadcast will start in about 15 minutes time. Otherwise, my driver's perspective will be on for the next hour and a half, I think. Format will be PESCC quali, PEC quali, so the Carrera Cup, and then PESCC race and PEC race. So should be an enjoyable evening. Okay.
Mandatory drivers briefing right now, guys. It's the only week you're going to get a warning.
All right, let's head on in. All right, so you'll be able to hear all of the drivers meeting here. I will just hang out on mute.
All right, welcome everyone to the 2024 Race 1 of the Porsche Esports Canada Series. Really happy to have you all here. Important season for us as well, so make sure you put your best foot forward and that you're operating with the best interest of yourselves and your Porsche Centres in mind. So a couple things I want to address. First and foremost, you want to make sure that you abide by all the rules as described already in the driver's briefing. So that's going to be making sure that you go on when the leader goes in the start zone for the races, that you're not using the tow function within qualifying unless you're actually towing and not intending to leave the pit lane again. And that you drive as well as you can. This is an important race. Make sure that you do everything that you can to maximize your points for yourselves and your Porsche Centres, and you'll do fine. With that, I'll hand it over to Randy for some other words.
So hey guys, it'll be pretty simple from me as well. Just I'm gonna, big reminder on the towing thing during qualifying. You cannot tow and then re-enter the track for any reason. So if you had an incident, it doesn't matter if you caused it or not. It doesn't matter if someone took you out. If you have to, for any reason, tow back to the pit lane, you cannot re-enter the circuit. Your qualifying is essentially done for the week. There are penalties if you try to re-enter the circuit, but obviously we've covered that before. It's pretty hefty. Just don't do it. On your in-laps and your out-laps, your slow laps, please be nice with the cars around you. Most people are obviously used to the solo qualifying stuff, but just play cool. Don't, obviously you need to get around the track at relatively good pace. That's going to be something relevant for people trying to warm up tires and such. You're allowed to do it, but if you impede other drivers, you will be likely protested and penalized. So that's going to be something we're looking at. Just be smart. Same in the race. Just be smart. First race of the season. Just make good decisions. It's a tricky track. It's a fun track to drive, but little margin for error, obviously, with the grass on the corner exits, and of course the Moss hairpin. It's always a juicy looking overtaking spot, but it's also always a risky one. So just be smart, make good choices. Protest window will be an hour after the PESCC race, or the 1 hour after the PEC race, excuse me, not the PESCC race. So that's the time to get protests in, but I can cover that a little bit later on once we get into the when I put the announcement in that protests are actually opened up. So Adam, anything else?
Nope, that's it. Everyone do your best, especially in the PESCC race. You've only got 25 minutes, so maximize your performance, especially in qualifying in the race. PEC put on a good show, and yeah, let's have a good first race.
Drivers, any questions for us? Just plop it in the questions channel. I think that should still be up. Luke, I'll start with yours. I would suggest just getting in Zoom as soon as you can, so it's not a rush. Mobin, let me check the briefing. Yeah, qualifying for PESCC will be in about a little over 10 minutes. So, actually, that's one thing. Keep in mind with this, the format of this being more kind of like a race weekend. Times are going to be flexible, so it's estimated in about 10 minutes, and that's going to that will domino effect throughout the event. So 1 minute delay for PESCC would result in a 1 minute delay for PEC. So essentially, just you should know all the times as estimates. Just keep an eye on the broadcasts, and just know that after you qualify, you're going to have probably about 20 or so minutes before you race, and then obviously it's on you to be at your computer and be ready. We'll be communicating as best we can through the announcements channel and such, but it's on you guys to be there and be ready. Let's see. Stuff in. Yeah, I think Cup cars can keep practicing. I don't see any line from that. Yeah, Tristan, it's all in one session. So that's one thing as well. You guys don't need to do any session hopping. It's just the timings of the session are set up. You just basically just stay in your one session. You'll be fine. Admins and broadcast people will be hopping around a bunch of sessions, but for the drivers, it's pretty easy. You pretty much just stay where you're at. And I think Etienne is how I say your name. As far as blinking is concerned, yeah, pretty much check your PC and modem and stuff, and that's kind of about it. Connor, we don't have anything in the rulebook specifically banning bump drafting, but that's going to be one of those things. If you push someone down the back straight into the the final sequence of corners, and you don't get off their bumper well enough, then we're probably going to not look too nicely on that. Again, it is your responsibility to represent yourself and your Porsche centers. And from the perspective of the rulebook and the stewards, you should always have your Porsche center sort of best in mind. Nothing super special about blue flags. Just typical for faster cars driver to get around safely. But obviously, if you're a lapper, these races are relatively short. If you're going a lap down, just be smart. Don't race the race leaders if you don't need to. If you're gonna race yourself, it's gonna be different. But there's no exceptional get out of the way blue flag rule.
All right, that's it for us, boys. I think you can continue practicing. GT3 Cup cars can continue practicing as well. GT4 Cup qualifying begins in 8 minutes.
Hey, Sai, can you hear me?
I can. How's things?
Good.
Yeah, same for me.
Hi, Jonathan. Nice to meet you.
Hi. Nice to meet you, man.
Yeah, Jonathan, that's a really good point. So why don't you just stay in your session so that you're not interrupted? So yeah, don't worry.
Yeah, I'm not sure if I understand it well, but
I think they're separate sessions, so you're right. So yeah, you focus on yours. It's all good.
All right. Maybe though Arthur Chan, maybe he can make it for you.
Yeah, Arthur, are you going to be around for the race start?
Yeah, that's why I'm here. Actually, I'm fighting off a cold all week. But
Oh man, sorry to
drop
hear
in
that.
and help you out, especially at the start, so I can help spot you for sure.
Yeah, I mean, I'll most likely quali in the latter third, judging by the practice times. And so the one thing that'll just be super useful is just to know when the leader accelerates. It's kind of it, really. From that point on, I'm just going to not be pushing too hard. I want to stay safe for the first couple of laps. But, yeah, knowing when the leader gets the hammer down might be useful.
Yep, for sure. I'll definitely do that, and I can look for any track blockages.
That'd
But
be
it's a
amazing.
pretty small grid, so
It
it's not
is,
that
yeah.
bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, definitely let me know what you if there's anything in particular you need aside from that when we get into it.
That should probably be it. Let's try to focus on keeping it on the track tonight.
And were you gonna spot Jonathan, or Jonathan, do you want me to stay and help spot your spot?
No, I think I'll be fine. I might defend my my Discord just to make sure I'm super concentrate.
Okay, sure, no problem.
All good.
Unless no one is talking during the race.
Yeah, it's up to you if you want just spotting. We probably won't be chatting in here
No.
while you're focusing, but yeah, it's only if you wanted me to hang around to help tell you when the starter starts. But if not, that's fine too.
Perfect.
Alright, folks online. We not really doing a quali sim, done plenty of laps today. Some fast people, as you can imagine, in this series, so just hoping to find some consistency in quali and then just bring that over to the race. It's two different setups, although they seem similar, so it may be just fuel level between quali and race, so it is a fixed series. The Carrera Cup is open, but I'm happy to not have to deal with setups.
42.65.
It's a bit foggy. It's hard for me to tell if it's messing with track conditions. The guys at the front are rapid, about 0.7, 0.8 faster than me, I would say. I'll just try and have a sensible race. It's a track which is a little dangerous, so I'm going to need to keep an eye out for the first few laps until everything settles down. So for most of this one, you can expect me to be pretty quiet. It's going to be full focus for the 25 minutes, so I will most likely not give a ton of commentary chat whilst racing. But I will debrief at the end. So quali the next 2 or 3 minutes, it's 20 minutes. So I'll have a few moments in the pits where I can give you an update. Other than that, just enjoy the racing. And don't forget, you can be watching this as well on the Porsche Twitch channel with full commentary. You can see how the boys are doing at the front of the grid. Shout out to Mobin Khan, who will be in this race with me. He's been putting in some pretty stellar times.
24.3.
Mobin from my Echelon days. Great to see him in this series. So my target for quali is probably low 23s, but that will take a little bit of work, that's for sure. I'm going to be hitting that bump in quali.
23.29.
A bit of a heavy cut there on T2. Watch that in quali. And we are running the time attack, and this was one of the tracks. Temperatures are a lot hotter, so the track is significantly faster tonight. Taking me a little time just to figure out where the margins are. Probably my least favourite corner on the track, that hairpin. Because the quali is 20 minutes, that does give us quite a bit of time. So we'll be making at least one pit stop. We'll have to see how many prep laps people are going to do. Sort of dictate our prep laps on the first run.
.7.
Drivers be ready to advance the qualifying.
So we'll box it here. We should be pulled into the quali session pretty shortly.
Pit boxing 10, 5, 3, 2, 1. Right here.
It's a nice, cool track to work with.
Yeah, it is. And some of these guys, wow, can they send it round it?
Yep.
It's hard to know if the fog is having any impact. I haven't driven the track this cool, so I don't know. Probably not. But no idea kind of all of the changes Tempest is going to make. All right.
Oh yeah, it never occurred to me. Yeah. All right. Have a good qualifying.
Thank you.
Let me know if you want any information during quali.
Yeah, we'll do. Probably not, but I will give you a shout if so.
Okay, sure.
Okay, go.
So we'll try and gauge these out laps here now. Obviously don't want to over-scrub the front tyres, but also want to keep pace with the pack. Looks like everyone keeping their foot in. I will do the same, of course. Make sure we're not holding anyone up here. Oh, shit.
Car on your left.
That is, of course,
Clear
not
on the
what we
left.
wanted there. Try and get out the way of everyone
We've
here.
got damage on the back end. Car on your left. Clear. Clear.
Okay, well, tricky start. Have to keep working through here.
Well, that was unlucky.
Yep. Oh, definitely feels a little loose here. Just gonna reset to the pitch so we can regroup for a second.
Car on your left. Clear on the left. The officials are telling us they won't accept the way you're driving. Your lap times will be deleted until you reset the car and try again. Pit box in 10, 3, 2, 1. Right here. We can only repair some of the damage.
Alright, so we'll take these optionals. Obviously can't do a full reset of the car. And yeah, well, we'll go again. Not sure what happened, I think just tyres. Maybe the pressure of having people around. But it's a 20-minute quali, so nothing to panic about here. Alright, 30 seconds to work off the optionals. And then we will go
Repairs
again.
are almost finished up.
Alright, 20 seconds. And we'll try and find a bit of a gap in traffic. Hopefully everyone is fairly close to each other now. So hopefully there'll be a bit of a window here in a second.
Okay, punch it.
Okay, we're going to let these two go, and then we've got a bit of a window. Here we go. Okay. Thank you, Adam. That is good to know. I was wondering about that. Alright, we're going to do one more box reset. And then we will go again. Obviously a little bit short of time here. So, the next sequence of laps, we better make it count. There we go. Always an adventure. Now that is an interesting one actually. Like coming in to pick up the optionals, but looks like iRacing forces you to reset because it thinks you kind of cut the track coming in the pits.
Right
Bit of a
here.
pain, that.
Can't fix the damage.
Appreciate Adam letting us know. Okay. Okay, well, we can request a new car, which is good.
Go, go, go!
Okay. Let's look at the gaps we have here. So we're going to get one corner through here, and then So we'll be quiet on the chat and we're going to settle back in now. Chat to you all in a bit. Gaggle of cars coming. I'd like to be able to just get going here.
Right side. Clear.
Struggling a little bit here, guys.
Left side. Clear.
I'm coming into the pits here just to run through because there's a huge gaggle of cars I want
The
to
officials
stay
are
out the way
telling us
of.
they won't accept the way you're driving. Your laps won't count until you reset the car and start over. Pit box in 10, 5, 3, 2, 1. Right here.
Okay, I'll take this is the last time. Dear, dear. Right, we're 8 minutes in.
Move
We
it,
haven't
move
set
it.
a lap. It is time to set a lap. Dear, dear. Okay, I've got a big gap this time. Much easier. So, good learning experience for quali this. Now let's settle into some space, get some laps in, get comfortable. I'll spend 2 laps here just trying to bring the tyres up. No need to overdo it. Just keep an eye on the relative, of course. Of course, treat this corner with a little bit more caution than I have been. Unless we get someone that pulls out of the pits right behind us. We should have a reasonable gap here. I'll just settle in. Just gonna ease us through this last sector. We'll aim to set a lap time on this next one, but it will not be at full speed. Still, just trying to get a feel for the track. Steady as she goes, yeah. So I think real key there is just to respect that hairpin a little bit more, especially in the race. Not to take any chances. It's going to be really important.
I'm ready when you are ready. Left the fence.
.42.
Coming.
Car right. Clear.
So you must not be able to enter the pits during qualifying, or else unless you have to reset. Like you can't take fuel like we did.
There's obviously some work to do on the lap time here, but just trying to find a little bit of rhythm.
.13.
A little too much, but it's okay. I'm going to draft with Logan, I think.
You've got about 5 laps of fuel.
Connor, you're transmitting on all.
This wasn't the greatest hairpin. Just slowly finding our feet after that early incident.
.66.
Should be a little bit more time in this, but probably going to just take a lap off. I can't really take a lap off, got cars behind me, but I'm not going to overdo it on this lap. Try and preserve the tyres a little here. I'm going to just let these guys go here.
Right side, clear. Right side, clear.
Okay, another
I don't
gap.
think there's any benefit to it, so you can come in for tires only and then go out again.
Thanks, Alta. I think we'll stick out actually. Okay, so we've got a 16-second gap here.
51.11.
We're going to just have an easy lap and then we'll go for another push next time round. In practice I was able to run 22.3s. Been nice to get to that again. So there should be a bit more time in this. We can hook a good lap up, especially on lighter fuel. A nice gap behind us, so we need to push like crazy here. build up now. Another push on this lap. Next lap even.
.81.
Yeah, definitely a lot of time in that corner, not quite hooking it yet. I just drifted in a bit wide here too. So obviously this lap not going to be there.
Car on your left. You've got about 2 laps of fuel left.
2
Clear.
laps of fuel left. We'll have a go at one more.
.38.
I'll be honest, tyres have had their best, so we're just going to come around and park it. Couldn't quite find that extra time, and well, remain to see if we get protested for that early lap on quali. We'll see. Keep our foot in here. Got Brody behind us, let him by on the straight. Yes, well, good learning experience there in quali. There's always going to be a bit of that, really, first time out.
You have about 1 lap of fuel left. Car on. Clear.
Oof. All right, well, missing 3/10 somewhat is probably possible. That would have certainly brought us up the field a little bit, but well, we'll take a race from there. We'll see how we do.
The officials don't like the way you're driving. Your lap times will be deleted until you reset the car and try again. Pit box in 10, 5. All right, there's the checkered flag. 3, 1. Right here. All clear. Punch it.
Oof. Wow, learning. Yeah, silly mistake early on. I might take a quick look at that just to see if we could be in line for penalty. Sure, it was frustrating for whoever it was, so let's take a look. Let's just see, just got caught out really. Now let's see, chopper view, give us a perspective. Difficult really. I think momentum took us on. Well, yeah, hard to know. Held the brakes, but then that effectively stopped us in the middle of the track, so it's tough. And then I tried to get going.
Good job, everybody. Really good first session of the season. Hang tight. We'll be seeing you after PESCC call.
Well, apologies to who was that? I think that was Lyndon. So apologies to Lyndon for that. Always super annoying. So not ideal and a bit of a learning. But, yes. Let's see how we get on in the race. Hey, Arthur. That was a bit eventful.
Yeah, I was watching your stream, as you said, learning experience. Yeah, you could have... I can't remember if you figured this out eventually, but you could have jumped out of the car and then selected request a new car, then gone back in right away?
Yeah.
Wait for the repairs?
Yeah, well, there was a few things I didn't know. One, I did wonder whether I had to take repairs properly, so that's what I did initially. But even then, I then did a lap, and then I still had to pit to reset the car because iRacing doesn't like it when you pit in quali, I guess. And
Right.
so after that, I'm like, man, I'm just shedding laps here. So I just was like, right, let's just put a time on the board and just get to the end of this session.
Yeah, and the other aspect I didn't think of it until I watched the qualifying again, was that the tactic you want to kind of use is to burn down the fuel and then just come in for tires, and then so you can have a fresh tires, minimum fuel.
Yeah, and I had kind of played around with that, like when I practiced, but to be honest, after those few incidents, it was like, okay, I just need to kind of get settled. So it's all good. We will get a great view from the start of the race, so that's quite okay. We'll just try and navigate around it.
Yeah, it's fine. If you got your practice time, you'd be only, I don't know, 4 places ahead or something like that. So
yeah, there you go. I mean, that sounds about right. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. So I think, target, well, we'll see. No real target, but stay out of trouble is probably the right target.
Yep, sure. It's all about points at the end of the day, and
yeah, exactly.
Prizes for positions gained, so
yeah, that's right. That is right. All right, I'm going to run out for this warm-up. I don't know how long it's going to last.
Which position have you hit?
21st. I had a bit of an eventful qualifying, to be honest. So I was just pleased to get a lap in. I was about 3/10 off my time that I should have been, which would have only put me 3 or 4 places up. So yeah, it was all good. Bit of a learning experience, honestly.
Yeah, cool.
Good luck in yours. Are you starting now?
Soon.
Yes.
Not sure when, but in a few minutes.
Just on commercial break on the broadcast, so
nice.
Talk on that. Yeah, Jonathan, if you want me to help spot for you, I sent you an iRacing friend request if you want to accept that, so I can spot you if you want, but it's up to you.
All right, for anyone watching live, they now basically have the Carrera Cup qualifying. And so, just like in a real race weekend, that'll take place. We can hang out. I might do some laps, to be honest. The race set is now on the car, so I can go run some laps, just get a feel for it. You can see the fog has lifted. The time is shifted to slightly later in the day, so it'll be quite nice to get some mileage.
I'll focus on the quali.
Good luck, Jonathan.
Okay. Good luck.
Thanks.
Okay, so a couple of interesting things we learnt. You can reset in quali, so you don't have to sit and take repairs, and whether it's at every track or not, but certainly at this track, if you do pit, you have to reset in order for iRacing to let you back out, and that's kind of what cost us a little bit. Just some of the time threw me off. But as Arthur was saying when he was on the call, wouldn't have made a huge difference. Would have put us 2 or 3 places up, so that's quite okay. Let's take a look actually and see the quali at the moment. Yeah, well, 22.3, which is the best lap I've done around here. If I'd hooked that, that would have put me... Yeah, it would have put me quite a few positions up, to be fair. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, 4 or 5 up. But, you know, not having folks behind, that just means a big focus forward for the first couple of laps and just navigating around any trouble. And then we'll just settle in and see what our pace is to those around us. I have to say the car did feel just a touch looser in that quali session, but yeah, could have been the conditions, could have been my driving. So we're going to go run some laps here. Race set is on. Just get another feel for track conditions. Bit of a shout out to Mobin too. I think he qualified nearly in the top 10, so stonking lap. I think he managed a 22 flat, if I saw that right. So awesome work for Mobin. Need to try a little bit of a later turn in there for T2. It cost me a little in quali as well.
Car 89, just set the fastest lap, 22.33. 23.43. Car 911, just set the fastest lap, 21.94. 22.93. Just set your fastest lap of the session.
Just trying to find some rhythm here. A second off the quick guys. Should be a little quicker than that.
Car 911, just set the fastest lap, 21.8. 22.71. Just set your fastest lap of the session.
See, still struggling a little bit with that hairpin. I think that qualifying incident just ruffled me a little bit. Probably just need to back it up. A little gentler on the brakes, a little smoother. That's what we're looking for. .87. If anyone is wondering, you know, in relative terms, you know, kind of the pace level, well, in the time attack, and I hit this track pretty hard, got pretty much everything I got out of it. I think I was 20th, 21st. So in reality, this quali has been pretty close to that. And then in the overall time attack, when all the times are added together, I actually qualified 25th. So made the series really by the skin of my teeth, but you know, very happy and proud to have done so. But you know, being towards the rear end of the grid was certainly expected.
22.82.
And then my hope is I can just really lean into the series as we get going. Just kind of see where we end up. Starting to find time there in T3, which is good. Oof. But as we can see, that hairpin is one for the ages. Really, just don't need to push it there. It's going to be really important for the race.
Your car looks fine. No damage to report.
So we're going to box here. We're going to fresh set of boots, and we'll go out again. I think it's going to be useful just to get a feel for how the car responds on its full fuel exactly in these conditions. I've done quite a few race sims, but track conditions always change a little bit.
Pit boxing 10.
The pace there is a little better, that's for
5,
sure.
3, 2, 1. Right here.
He just felt a bit more planted than in quali, must be said. Really impressed, must be said, with the fast pace from the guys at the top there. 21.8s, and just look at that consistency actually. 21.7 practice, 21.8 quali, 21.8 warm
Okay,
up.
go.
It's really nice, really nice. We're just losing a bit of time here to the practice, not quite hooking it up yet. Okay, so trying to see how far we're into this session. What's the timing? Where are we? Oh yeah, I think probably quali is coming to an end for the cup cars. One of the adjustments I might make to quali for the next time out is actually just wait for the pack to go. Just release that pressure a little bit. I think being in a bunch, I always struggle with that in quali. Definitely puts me off, especially knowing I'm in a series as competitive as this one. So that's probably one adjustment I'll make as I work rush out. We've got 20 minutes, plenty of time to get laps in, and being able to dictate my own pace, I think it's going to be a little bit more comfortable. I'm feeling the pressure of not making a mistake in amongst the traffic. Yeah, certainly I feel that. Race trim, not so much, but in quali, whenever I'm really pushing, certainly do.
0.62.
In race conditions, I'm not sure we'll be miles out of place, you know. If we have a bit of pace on those around us, great. Give us hopefully some battles.
Oh my god. I'm doing bad. I don't think I have the right setup.
Sorry to hear that, buddy, but long season. Long season.
Yeah. And I'm actually fucked because I think I can't tow in the track, but I don't have enough fuel to go back and pit.
Oh yeah, that's right. Because if you tow, they won't let you back out unless you do it in the pits. Damn, that is a pain. How long left?
Not sure.
I think it's only 1 or 2 minutes on the broadcast. So
I have to fuck that.
yeah, so Sai, your race will probably be starting soon.
Thank you.
25.96.
Alright, so we'll go and park it after this lap, I think. Just get settled for the race.
It's good. Enjoy your first race in the series.
Thank you. Might let Nick through here just so that we can go. Alright, let's park it. Let's get race ready, get focused.
Pit boxing 10. 5. 3. 2. 1. Right here. Okay, go.
Alright, so 25-minute race. Let's see how it goes. Let's hope people are safety-minded, although they could certainly throw that my way after quali and losing it in the hairpin. Well, I think that's going to be the key tonight. First race in the series, want to kind of get a feel for it. The guys at the front, obviously, super impressive pace, which is awesome. Always going to be fun to kind of watch that back. Again, if anyone is watching live, the broadcast for these races is pretty stellar. That Porsche put on, I think Motorsport is the commentary team and broadcast partner. So yeah, I mean, make sure you have that up and running as well. It's super cool to see, and it's such a tight field that the racing at the, actually to be honest, probably the racing throughout the field will be really close, but certainly at the front.
I don't know how much wing do you run?
Yep, don't know, Jonathan. Have not run that car. But yeah, it's going to be a tight field, and yeah, let's hope for no wrecks. Let's hope the field settles down after the first couple of laps. People find their pace.
It's much higher than mine. I run it at 4, but you probably run it at 5.
Yeah, gotcha.
But in the race with the draft, I might get a few positions.
Mm-hmm, yeah.
I hope so.
Yeah.
How many years have you done the series now, Jonathan? You've been here a couple of years, I think, right?
I only did it in 2022.
Okay. Yeah, I remember seeing your name, but I didn't know if it was more than 1 year.
Yeah, no. Only 1 year.
So I don't have the broadcast running myself. I'm super interested to see where Greg and
So
Spence
I guess you haven't
ended up.
experienced the new start line rules.
Sorry?
You haven't experienced this new race start method where it's everybody races as soon as yeah, the leader starts. Yeah, it's pretty intense and can be a bit messy.
Test drivers qualifying for the PEC series is completed. Please be prepared for advancing to the race.
All right, folks. Time to get ready here. So, quick recap in terms of where we're starting. So we are starting in P21 out of 23. Looks like Etienne didn't set a time, but he's rapid, so he will be coming by fairly quick. So that's not someone we're going to be racing today, that is for sure. His practice time would have put him in the top 5, I think. Anyway, certainly right up there. So our race will be with the crew around us. Yeah, let's see how we come together there. Just have a look at the track temp actually. Now the race start is at 2 p.m. so it is going to be higher than it is now, probably around 40 degrees C. So again, gonna need to spend a couple of laps just getting a feel for that track temp, that's for sure. And given our starting position,
Be ready, drivers. We'll join you shortly.
there is no need to take any risks. Alright everyone, well, enjoy the race. Hoping for a few less incidents than in quali, so we'll see. And yeah, we'll just try and navigate any incidents. Hopefully there aren't any in front of us, and we can just get settled in for the next 25 minutes. But I appreciate you tuning in. I will chat you at the end.
One lap to green. Line up on the right side. The estimated strength of field is 3,713. Pit road is closed. A lot of opportunities today. Head down. Pick your battle.
So it looks like there's only 4 other drivers that have spotters. So get ready to take lots of risks.
That is crazy, isn't it? Oh my word. Yeah, I don't want to do anything silly and catch people by surprise, but because I mean that's the rule, right? The lead driver goes, and then everyone else can go regardless of the starts in. Like I even checked with Adam because it seemed a bit messy, but he confirmed it too. So.
Yep. Yep. It's basically the race is on as soon as the leader accelerates.
Yeah, it's quite a tight start-finish straight, to be honest, and T1 is hairy, so I won't take any risks, and we will see. But I appreciate that.
Hey, good luck, man.
Thank you, Jonathan. Yeah, thanks, Jonathan. Appreciate it. Yeah, Arthur, it'll be an interesting start. It's a narrow start-finish straight, so I don't want to do anything silly. But as you said, I mean, there's sort of opportunity there.
Just be safe, and they might crash in front of you.
Yeah, exactly.
You can gain a lot of position there.
Yeah, we have Etienne behind us, Arthur, and he is rapid, so, you know, I'm not going to be getting in his way when he storms through. I'm assuming he is directly behind me on the grid, I think, number 46.
Yeah, he should be. He's odd numbered.
Yeah.
He didn't put in any qualifying laps. I don't know.
No, I think he's had a few. I think he was fixing connection issues.
Got it.
Alrighty.
Okay.
Let's go for it.
Yeah, I'm just joking about the risk thing. It sounds like you're a pretty safe driver, so and this is not a wide track, so.
No, that will be the intent.
Yeah.
Be steady. All right, I'll probably go on mute, Arthur, but I'll be able to hear you. But to be honest, once the start's done, I'm probably good. But I'll let you know.
Okay, sure. Have a great race.
Thank you.
Yeah, good race, man.
Thank you.
Am
Try
I allowed
to
to
just
go
stay calm and,
flat out when the
should be
car,
fine.
when the front end of the car gets in the green zone, or my whole car has to be in there?
Whole car needs to be in the circle.
10-4, thank you.
A little bit of bunching already here. Don't want to get involved in that. Very aware of Etienne behind us. I'm not going to give him a wave by, of course, but no intention of getting in his way. Not our race tonight.
So, Sai, I'll let you know, I'll give you a countdown once he's reaching the green zone, and then I'll give you a go, go, go once he accelerates.
Thank you very much. That's awesome.
Get ready, going green. The pace car is in.
Green zone in 3,
Green,
2,
green, green.
1. Go, go, go.
Incident ahead.
Bit of bunching there, just caught us out.
We got damage on the front end.
That's going to hurt us a little bit. So yeah, that happened will be the death of me.
Cars off left.
Thank you.
34.39.
Unfortunately, I can feel that damage with the car, so it's going to take me a couple laps to just work this out. Just make sure we can get a feel for it again.
There's an incident behind.
Got a bit of a sense here if it's impacting straight line speed. Wasn't a big tap, but it was a 4X, so it was enough to do a little bit of damage. to see it being a pretty clean race so far, though.
24.4.
Bit of bunching again up front. Give everyone a bit of room here. Probably being overly cautious, but I think for race one, that's exactly how I want to play this. I want to get a feel for the field, get used to the guys we're racing against.
The car in P3 just set the fastest lap, 22.26, 24.98.
Since we've got a handle on the damage now, at least.
The car behind is pitting.
Definitely still weak in T2. Taking too much margin. As always, someone takes a slide up front, I follow them. Very easy to do.
20 minutes to go.
Just shed a bit of time there. 1.7 behind, and to make sure we don't lose the draft, of course. Definitely feels like it's missing a bit of front end, but definitely nothing to complain about.
23.97. That was your fastest lap of the session.
A little oversteer there to T3. It's costing me a little. Just started to lose touch here with Tristan. Gotta be careful. Dropped another 10th behind. And lap times are pretty slow. Maybe the damage has more of an impact than I realised, not sure.
.54. It's just set your fastest lap of the session.
Sorry to see Mobin behind us. We know he qualified ahead. He must have had an incident. Hopefully he's able to keep running, keep racing with us. Again, just struggle to hang on to Tristan here. I'm not sure why. Early on felt like we had the pace, but it just giving it away a little bit now. But no, we'll just keep rolling here. Maybe we are struggling a touch with that damage.
The leader is running 22.26. The car in P3 just set the fastest lap, 22.22.
Yeah, there's a huge dent on your front bumper, which will explain your pace.
23.37. You just set your fastest lap of the session.
Well, there we go. Confirmation from Arthur. It was a bigger hit than we anticipated or felt. Just losing touch a bit now. Hairpins still give me absolute nightmares. Alright, even with this damage, I do feel like we have the pace of Tristan. I think we just need to settle into a good rhythm, not worry too much about lap times, not worry too much about the damage, just see if we can get back on terms.
The car in P3 just set the fastest lap, 22.14. 23.68.
Struggling a little bit to get this thing turned in. It's coming slowly. Okay, we're getting back on terms. I'm sure it's helping that Tristan probably doesn't have a tow right now. So we'll use that to our advantage. Mobin is coming up as well. Good for him. Probably be with us not too long. Got great pace.
.14. That was your fastest lap of the session.
Yeah, we're just braking a little too early there for T2. We're giving away a lot of time to Tristan. Need to correct that. Mobin is really cutting into us now. I'm just not finding a clean way around that hairpin at the moment. It's basically a bit of adventure every time. So maybe that damage. Yeah, just a bit unlucky. I want to have a look at it on the replay. Certainly tried to brake early for there, but just that concertina effect caught us out.
.32.
Again, still braking too early there, but unfortunately just following Tristan wide here, not really making any gains. Just really struggling to get the nose in at the hairpin right now. Ten minutes to go. Definitely need to hang on to Tristan here.
The car in P2 just set the fastest lap. 22.07.
Moving right with us now.
23.5.
I have to say, I think my nervousness around turn 2 is just because I can't get the nose in how I want it. It's a bit of a challenge. We're sticking with Tristan here, so happy with that. Moving a second back, pick up the draft now.
10 minutes to go. Look for opportunity.
You know what's really great is the race has been pretty clean. It's fantastic for the first race.
.42.
The car got loose there. Obviously doing a surprise moving with my braking, but yeah, looks like he's going to come by here. We're not going to overly fight this one.
Left side.
Happy to see Moby make a good recovery there.
Still there. The leader just did a 22.4.
Nice and clean by Mobin. No problems with that at all. See if we can get the benefit of when he has a run at Tristan here.
24.24.
I just cannot get the nose in at the moment. Real struggle.
Car stopped ahead. Car stopped ahead.
Cars look out.
Right side, clear. Go left. Car right. Clear on the right.
Thanks, Arthur.
Sorry, I should have been a bit earlier on that. I was looking at something
No,
else.
no. I saw it as well, so it's all good. iRacing Spotter did a decent job.
Nice.
.17. There's an incident behind. The car in front has gone off. Car right, clear on the right. There's an incident behind.
Out of Mobin's way there. Put the willies up me a little bit. Guess he's going to be coming for us a second time now. There's only 5 minutes left, so I guess, well, if he's not damaged, I think he'll be by us again, unfortunately.
The car in P10 just set the fastest lap, 22.02. 24.27. Five minutes to go.
Really
Nice drive. You're in the final points position right now, so just do your best on these last couple of laps.
Thanks, Arthur. Well, that's good motivation. Just head down. Keep it safe.
You're pulling away from the car behind. The gap is 1.1 seconds. .04. Just set your fastest lap of the session.
Car getting a little loose. Sure we can all see that. Just my hairpin has been a struggle all night, and it's always going to give Mobin an opportunity up the straight here. But we'll defend as best we can here, make him work for it. Ugh, let's see the closing speed, brutal.
Car on your left. Stay on the right. Still there, hold your line. Clear.
Oh, we're going to need a good hairpin this time.
Perfect defense, good job.
23.32.
squirrely. That's not the exit we were looking for, but okay. Just really want to race it safe with Mobin. Super guy, put a ton of time into his racing this year, which is great to see.
I think it's going to be 2 more laps.
You got about 5 laps of fuel left. 23.14.
Finally, a half-decent exit. Relief. At least for this straight, but man, his closing speed is killing me every lap. His top speed impact has been brutal all race.
White flag this time. .06.
We've got a decent run here. We might just get a benefit of this tow, but Mobin is right there with us. We need all the tow we can get here.
Car on your left. Stay on the right. Clear on the left. Left side. Clear.
Right, good.
Well, fair play to Mobin. He had a little send there, but just got a little loose.
All right side, awesome drive. You put the pressure on and he cracked.
Thanks, man. Oh dear, yeah, that damage. Initially, I wasn't sure what it was costing me, but you could tell how Mobin was closing on the straight. So I was like, oh god.
Yeah, yeah, like he was, yeah, obviously lapping much quicker, but your defense was so good, and great job. Started out of the points and you finished in the points.
Yeah, I will. I'll take that. Thanks, Jonathan. Yeah, I need a time. Sorry, Jonathan, go for it.
Yeah, at least you got some possession.
Yeah, and with that damage, I think it kind of took us out the running for getting any higher, which is a bit of a shame because I'm pretty sure.
All right, everyone's
pace should have
well
been a little quicker.
Everybody. We had a couple incidents, but I'm really pleased with that with the first round of the championship. Keep half an eye on the Discord. The process sheet will be opening up after the PEC race, so expect that probably about 45 minutes, close to an hour or so. So besides that, really, really good job. It was a lot of fun, and I'll see you next week at PESCC.
I thought I was doing a 25-minute race, but I just realized it's a 40-minute.
That's right, yeah.
I don't know, maybe the one stopper is the fast strategy. Well, I'm glad you figured it out before the race starts.
Yeah. Thank you for the calls, Arthur, as well. Appreciate that, buddy.
No problem, it was fun.
Yeah, it was cleaner than I expected, which is a good thing, you know.
Yeah, this series, the drivers are so good, so it just
Yeah.
takes one trip up. Like, you saw some of the people that fell behind you, like, they had one error and they just couldn't recover.
Yeah, it's true.
So, in this series, it's all about, I think, avoiding 0-point races, basically.
Yeah, that's right. No, I mean, it's good to get some points on the board, especially after quali. That was just, man, that threw me a little bit where I was at. And then even the first lap here, I mean, I was trying to really get, cruisy into the hairpin, but I'm going to take a look on the replay now, but yeah, just still a little shunt.
Too close. I mean, I'd only looked at it briefly, but it looked like you braked early enough. But yeah, the concertina was really bad there.
Yeah, and I probably could have expected that, but we'll take a look. But yeah, no, it was good.
Good.
Alrighty.
Well, thank you, Arthur. Over and spot Jonathan.
Sounds great. Well, I appreciate it.
Well, yeah, you're very welcome.
All right, everyone. So obviously we have the Carrera Cup race, the PEC race, which I am going to probably sign off here for and then just go and watch the broadcast because it's super fun. But let's take a little look at that first lap incident. Gridded 21st, finished 19th, so we'll couple of places. Of course, we'll take that. Look at Etienne. What an effort. Gridded 23rd, finished 9th. Fantastic. Who else made some good ground? Nick made some good ground, 20th to 16th. Lyndon, 19th to 15th. But
since I am pretty far off the field, if you can just tell me when the leader is going, that would be great.
Yeah, for sure. It's not letting me spot you, even though you're an iRacing friend. I don't know if you want to look at it. If you don't want to look at it now, you can skip it. But it only allows me join session or... Oh, you know what? Maybe I need to leave the other session. Let me see.
All right, we're just going to mute the other guys for a second here. Okay, let's take a quick look at that incident. So who won the race, first of all? Charles. He is a rapid. Grid 1, finished first. Only a second clear of Logan though, so super tight at the top. Justin right there as well. Awesome, made a couple of spots. Enzo made a couple. Yeah, you can see this top 10, man, so little to choose between them. But Etienne Leger, that is super impressive to make such a jump. I mean, plenty of skill there, so I guess no great surprise, but given it's a tight track, it's not the easiest to overtake. To be able to make all that ground in only 25 minutes is, yeah, impressive. Very impressive. Okay, let's have a look at lap 1. See if we could have done anything different. Felt a bit like quali, unfortunately, but this time just rear-ended a little. Oh, that's practice. That's no good for us. Right, race. So I'm in at the start. We took it easy. Obviously, Etienne went straight by. There was no issues there. And then we were definitely not trying to get close. The brake's pretty early here. Yeah, I don't know. I just... Yeah. No. Not what I meant to do there. Just going to have a little look at Tristan ahead. Let's jump into his cockpit here. You know, he was taking it easier than me. I think, yeah, just a bit unfortunate. I'm not sure it's sort of a major incident from my perspective. I mean, I don't think... Hopefully we didn't damage Tristan. I didn't see much damage. Yeah, I just got to expect that concertina a little bit more there. Didn't feel like a big hit, but what were we... Yeah, who knows how much that was impacting, but I certainly felt it. Top speed seemed to be a challenge, so that was part of it. But otherwise... Otherwise, it was a decent race, I think. Obviously, Mobin had a few incidents, so maybe we'll just check in to see what happened there. good thing was it kind of allowed us to race with Mobin a bit, which was super cool. Oh man, tough for Mobin. He was up in 11th. He was having a ripper. Oh, he'd got even to 10th here. Oh, I wonder what happened this lap. Take a look. If he just got caught up in something. So we got a little loose there, but obviously nothing to write home about. Oh, God, it's just mid-corner oversteer. That's really tough. Really tough. Let's just play that back. Is he going in pretty hot here? Oh, maybe on that downshift to 4th, just where it occurred, is just a bit unlucky. Oh, good that he didn't take any damage there. It's always good. And from then on, of course, he was in the race with us, which was cool. Just want to see what happened. I think it was at this point. So he's going for the overtake. That is bold, I have to say, because this corner, when you're out here, you do tend to pull to the right a little bit. So I'm going to assume that's just what happened there. Oh yeah, he just couldn't get it turned. Nope. Again, though, I think he kept it at the wall. Well, don't know for sure. Similar paint scheme to us. And to be honest, the rest of the race for us two was pretty fun. I'm sure Mobin was desperate to get by. We were carrying the damage, which I'm sure was not helping me, although to be honest, Mobin around here was consistently 2 or 3 tenths quicker anyway. Just able to take such tighter lines. Well, a couple of learnings from race 1, that's for sure. But I'll be honest, I think we did well to keep him behind with the damage, with the pace differential between us. I think it would have been frustrating to Mobin to follow me through that hairpin. I just didn't really have the confidence in the car. It always makes it tough for someone following. And we had a little look there, but it is a tough place to overtake. So what are we here? Lap 18. I mean, this was the time, I have to say, I thought Mobin was really going to get a good run at us. He was tucked up behind us all lap. I'm trying to remember what happened after the hairpin. Maybe we actually took this slightly better this lap. Not really. Not really. It was just tight the whole way. We might have been getting the drag, though, from Tristan, which probably helped a little bit. Just drag us up the hill. So, yeah, it wasn't quite as close that lap. Look at the tidal lines he could take there, man. That really that was costing us big time. And then last lap, honestly, he had a good run pretty much the whole way round. It was just a case of where's his best opportunity. I was trying to keep it clean. Yeah, look at that. Really tight the whole way through. Yeah, and I have to say, when we were heading up the hill, thank God we had the giraffe and Tristan. Without that, we would have been murdered, I think. Absolutely murdered. Let's have a look at that. That was a final lap send. That's for sure. Safe send. But a final lap send. Let's have a look. I was trying to be respectful, giving plenty of room here. We'll play it at full speed. Yeah, I kind of said, well, if you can send it and you can stick it, then it's yours. At that point, I thought maybe he had it. I just got loose. And we held on for the last points paying position. So pretty happy with that, actually. A little disappointed in those couple of incidents that one in quali, one in the race, but that's a good learning. First time in the series. It's so super competitive that it's a lot of fun, must be said. And yeah, finished the race, made a couple of places. You know, perhaps on a better day would have been a few further up. You know, without the incident in quali, could have put us higher and maybe just not having that damage to carry for the whole race. But at least we stayed in it, so pretty happy with that. So thank you for tuning in. We'll call it a day there. I'm going to go and take a watch of the Cup race. I'll be checking out Greg and Spencer and wishing them a great race. So thank you for tuning in. We have one next week. I think it's Fuji. I need to double check that. But same time next week. And then there'll be the first gap, I think, a week off. But super fun. Loved it. Man, these guys are fast. See you next week.